Welcome to Free Daily Coaching. So we are back in the office. You can see we got the office almost back, almost like it exactly was before, right? There's a few things that are probably on the shelf that weren't there before. The dry erase board is still got the same messages on it because all I did was move everything from my office out to the front room, and then now it is back. So Good morning and welcome to our free daily coaching. So this morning we're talking about mapping out a marketing plan. And so what I told everyone was that I would actually show you the marketing plan that I'm using and how we mapped it out. And when I say we, I mean with my partner, Rob Ford. So that being said, let's go over let's start at the beginning, which is where Rob and I started, and let's start from there. So let's use the dry erase board in this case. So let's bring the dry erase board over so I can show you a step-by-step process. I think I've already taken a picture of this, but just in case. I know it looks like gibberish to you guys, but it actually means something to me. So I'm going to, I'm probably gonna need the little spray, so maybe we'll just skip on that. And I'll just let me open up a Word document or a document for you really quick. And then that way we can just take notes, and I'll just do a screen share and show you. So let me just pull something up here, and we'll, instead of the dry erase board, we'll use that. So good morning and welcome. So I'm just bringing up a document. So let me just do this. Maybe it will just give me a WordPad document here real quick. Okay, good. I just want something, come on. So it's taking a second. I don't know why. It's trying to open up 15 different applications. All right, so let me do a screen share here, and I'm gonna go over exactly what we did, and I'll show you. So here, I'm gonna use a huge font. Okay, so maybe not, well, that's fine. We'll just do it that big. So first we did map, and I'll put map to marketing. Okay. So this is our map to marketing. So we started out in the very beginning, not too long ago. You may know, a lot of you may know that I decided, and Rob decided, that we were going to partner up and work together on a specific project. So then from there, we mapped out how we were going to start to promote that project and what the initial burst would look like. And we actually went over all of that on a 5-week series where we actually showed what we were doing, like in real time. So we did it in real time as we were launching this new venture. So once the venture had launched, then we wanted to do something for our specific team, right? So we started to throw out ideas. So map 2 to the marketing was brainstorm. Let me open this up. You know what? Let me just make this a little bit smaller so it fits. I'll go to 90 there, okay? So we brainstormed, okay? Brainstorm, and then okay, we brainstormed, and then we took our best ideas, or what we believed at the time were the best ideas that we had, and we created the LoRa. So what is created LoRa? Well, if you're not familiar, if you haven't been here before, if you've never been to Free Daily Coaching, then what I would suggest you do is go look up Laura on my YouTube channel. While you're here, just go back out to the search and look. And the LAURA stands for a list of required actions, okay? That's it. It's simple. It's your assistant. It's your guide. It's the blueprint. It's what helps you create the blueprint for all of your marketing, for all of your actions, for really any project that you need to accomplish or that you would like to accomplish in life. Just creating the LAURA for that is key. And then once you've created that LAURA, you literally have a list, and now you have a template that you can use over and over again. You never have to go back and create this again, right? You already now have a template and you know exactly what to do. So now that you have this list, and that's what we did, so we went and created this list of required actions. So what did we actually specifically, what did we do? Well, we looked and we started, okay, so we started with a specific end result. Okay, we started with a specific end result. Okay, so what did that look like? What did that specific end result look like? So achieve we wanted to achieve X goal by X date. So in this case, specifically, we wanted to achieve a financial, and for that, I'll just put dollar amount. We wanted to achieve a dollar amount in commissions. So achieve a commish, okay? Achieve blank commish by, and we already know what the date is, 16, okay? We have a big event, there's a big contest, and there's all kinds of other things happening, and so we want to do it by this date, and we actually said we want to do it a couple days before that, so I think the date that we put out was 11/7, okay? So that gave us, when we started this plan, 60 days to complete. Okay, so we know what our specific goal was. We're looking to hit a financial goal in commissions by a specific date. And we had approximately 60 days to complete that. So we brainstormed, okay? We came up with all these different ideas, okay, on how we were, what we thought were good ideas to accomplish this goal, to be able to get to this commissions. Okay, so then we said, okay, well, what's the end result goal? This is the end result. We have a bunch of brainstormed ideas to go out and create a list of required actions to be able to get to this goal. But this wasn't the end, right? So this was the end result, but this was just the beginning. So when we came up with this as our end result, hey, we want to accomplish a specific monetary amount in a specific amount of days, we then had to break that down, okay? We had to do a breakdown. Break the numbers down. Okay, so what does that look like? X amount in X amount of money in X amount of days. So you have days or money. I don't know where the sign is, so we'll just use this. We'll just use the backslash, divided by days, okay? Money divided by days equals daily money goal, right? So that gave us our daily money goal. So we knew, hey, we have this amount of days. We need to make this amount of money per day to get that, to hit that amount, okay? So in this case, we weren't just doing something that was direct sales, right? It wasn't just a direct to sale. Here, go buy this. We were offering a free offer in many cases. So looking at just this daily goal was not going to be the end all be all, right? That wasn't the end. We couldn't just stop there, because if we did that, we'll say, let's just pretend. Let's say we wanted to make 60K in 60 days. Okay, so then you would know that's like $1,000 a day. Okay, let's just say that's what let's use that as an example. Okay, we'll just put up in here example. 60K in 60 days, that's $1,000 a day. Okay, but that's not just the end, because you're like, okay, well, what do you have to do to get it? So then you're not done. What would you have to do to earn $1,000 a day? Okay, what would you have to do? Well, we took and said, well, we'd have to have, right? So you have to ask your question, what would be required to earn 1,000 in commission? Wants to automatically auto spell for me. It will spell it for me. So okay, 1,000 a day. Okay, so what would be required to earn $1,000 in commission a day? That's the question that we have to ask ourselves, right? So we then look at our offer. We break down the offer. So in this case, we had the offer has X, right? X amount of commission available. So you have to look at your offer. What is your offer, and what commissions does it have available? Okay, so we knew that we had an A, B, C offer. Okay, there was three different commissions. Okay, let's use this as a low, medium, and a high, for example. Okay, so then we need to know. We have to use a proven metric. Okay, so now we need to use a proven metric. So if we know that we have an offer that has a low, medium, and a high offer, and we know what our commissions are on this, right? And let's say, for example, let's just use some examples. We'll use some real-time examples, right? So a low, medium, and a high. So we're going to use a proven metric, but before we get to that, let's look at this. So A equals 40 a month, B equals, C equals. Okay, so that's what we would earn on a low, medium, high. Okay, and this is this is monthly, but these other two are one time. Okay, so now, whoops. Now we're going to go, now that we know what this is, right? We know what our offers are. Now we're going to use a proven metric. What does that mean? Well, in our industry, there's proven metrics. There's metrics that you can go and look up. There's metrics that you can look at from your own statistics and from the statistics of people that are actually getting results, and say, okay, let's base this off of, let's use a base 100 of 100 people, of 100. Let's just use a base of 100, okay? Out of 100, what is the breakdown? That's the question you need to ask yourself, right? So out of the 100, what's the breakdown? Okay, let's say A equals B and C. Right? How many people are going to go for the monthly offer? Right? How many people are going to go for the high ticket offer and how many people are going to go for the medium offer, right? That's the number that you need to know, right? And I'm just making this up. This isn't, let's say this is not the proven metric, but let's just say that this is somewhere close, okay? So if we had 25 people and 25 people at the $40 a month, right? So I'm going to grab the calculator really quick here. So I'm not too great if I'm just doing it. I want to make sure that we give you the right number, right? 25 at 40 a month, that's going to equal 1K, okay? And 10 people at 800, that would be, that would equal 8K, right? And 3 people at the large one would be 12K, right? So theoretically, if this was the breakdown, we could say that out of every 100 people, of every 100 paying customers, not 100 people, but actually 100 paying customers, the breakdown is going to look approximately like this, okay? So now we're using a proven metric, okay? We used a base of 100, okay? So for every 21K per 100 paying customers. Okay. So if we go back up here and we go, okay, well, listen, we knew that we need to get, we were saying that we need to earn $1,000 a day in commissions, okay? Because we were trying to get $60,000 in commission in 60 days, right? That was this example. So if we know that we're gonna, out of every 100, okay, every 100 paying customers, we're gonna make 21,000, okay? Then we know that if we need 60,000, that's the goal, then we need to do this 3 times. So we need, right? Because if we know that our goal is 60K, right, divided by 21K, so, and we've rounded it, I'm just gonna round it, right? I'm rounding it off, right? That equals 3, okay? So we know that we need to get three times. So we need, let's just put the 3 there. And then we need 300 paying customers to reach the goal, right? We would need 300 paying customers to get to this goal. Okay, so what would you need to get 1 paying customer, right? How many leads? So then now we're gonna go again and say, how many leads are required okay? How many leads are required to get 100 paying customers? Well, if you get 100 leads a day, right? Or if we say we need to get 300, let's just use our whole entire number and say how many leads are required to get 300 paying customers, right? That's what we need to now find out. How many leads are required to get 300 paying customers, okay? That's what we need to find out. That's the undetermined number for this specific new project. If you've been working on a project for a while, you'll know. If you ask Rob a number on another project that he's working on, he can tell you. If you ask me what a number is, I can say, well, for every 29 leads in this specific program, I'm going to get a sale. Then you can use those numbers, but we don't have those numbers yet. So now this is the number that we have to get. So we can create an idea of how many leads a day we would need to get that based on prior history, right? We can take an average and get an idea. We're gonna lock this number down as we go through and build out our marketing campaign. And we're going to be able to do that because we're going to get specific statistics and analytics back on this action. But for now, we could say, okay, we need to do X, Y, Z, right? Because we know that we need to get 300, let's just say we need to get 300 paying customers. Okay, well, if you have 300 paying customers and you know that you need to get that in 60 days, right? Then you know that 6 goes into 30, 5 times 5 per day. You need to get 5 paying customers per day. Okay, so how many leads today are required to get 5 new customers? 100, 200, 300. If you get a 3% sale rate, let's just say out of 100, that would mean that you would get 3 new customers. So you'd need a little bit more than 100 leads a day, right? You'd need about 200, and that would give you 6 on average if you average 3%, right? So it'd give you a little bit above, a little bit of cushion, a little bit of room to breathe. So I'm going to stop that screen share for just a second. I want to ask a question. Does this make sense to everyone on what I was doing? I know, okay, good morning, everyone. I know everyone said hi in the chat. Does this make sense to everyone on what I just went over on how you would identify this specific goal, and then how from that goal you move forward, how you actually plan this out, how you break the numbers down? Does this make sense? Now, when you do this, this is the great part about this. When you do this, there's no emotion involved, right? There doesn't have to be. Listen, if it's not converting, it's not converting. That's it. It's not about like, oh, I wish it would convert. Yeah, so do I. I wish everything would convert, right? We all want everything to convert to work, but that's not the reality. So instead of getting emotionally tied up into it and saying, oh, this isn't working, that's not working, what if you took the emotional part out of it and you simply took the actions, right? That's it. You simply took the actions required to get the end result. And if you didn't know what those actions were, you went to someone that already took the actions, followed their proven formula, followed their steps, and were able to do it from there. Wouldn't that be much better? So this is step 1. On the next step, tomorrow, what we're going to go over is I'm going to go over, this is our list of required actions. Now that we've figured out what these numbers were, what the numbers look like, what we needed to do, now how are we going to get those numbers, right? How exactly, what are we going to do to get those numbers? Now we're going to go back to that brainstorm idea and say, okay, we have a bunch of good ideas on marketing ideas. Which of these marketing ideas is going to get us to this end goal, which is to get this many leads per day, and to get this many leads per day so that we're converting them into this many customers per day, right? That's the end goal. So that's it for free daily coaching for today. I want to remind you to visit us each and every morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time. For those that are here live, thanks for joining us. We'll see you the next time at free daily coaching.